Hi there, just to give an update of the couple of the new features available in 1.2.7. First one is if you have multiple profiles or multiple depots set, so if you're treating your profiles as depots, you can restrict who can view which profile or depot and therefore run reports and or print job sheets and so on. That's available under Tools, Config, Edit Users, select the user that you would like to adjust. They can still keep an admin role within their user profile, but then you can limit exactly which profiles or depots they can see. The default value with no profiles ticked or depots ticked will mean they will be able to see all jobs and print jobs for all or job sheets for both or all profiles here. If you select one, as in this case, they would then not be able to see anything from the other profile here. If you select both, that will mean that they will see all here in this case. But as I say, unselected or one or all will mean that they will be able to view all. And of course, don't forget to click save at the bottom here. Another option that we've actually updated is on the left hand menu again, contacts, drivers. And this would be my first choice to go to for printing job sheets and summary sheets. Click on print job sheet, select the date range. In this case, I know I've got jobs loaded in the system from the 31st until the 14th of February. Now I have an option. If I just want to print job sheets, I can click here and that will print all the allocated job sheets here with the names. And if you go into the print menu, this will then paginate them for easy printing. If you require the summary sheets, which some people prefer to work with, you also now have the option of printing the job sheet and the summary sheets collated together. So if we try it with this one, we'll print the summary and the job sheet. So don't worry too much about this view because the pagination is hidden within the print options. So if we go to print, let that spool itself up. And we'll be able to see here summary sheet for Bruce Lee, the job order here with start, finish, kilometers and so on. And here's the actual job sheet. Again, the next driver, summary sheet, and the actual job sheet, and so on. So hopefully some of you will find that a lot more useful. But hold on 1 second, we'll just move on to the next section. Another addition is the bulk invoicing option. That can be found obviously in relation to account customers. So on the left hand menu, finance accounts, then click on the bulk invoice button there. Then we select the date range and then we select the end date range here and select the profile. Now bear in mind that if the user is restricted to certain specific profiles, they'll only be able to raise invoices under that specific profile. In this case we're open, so we could click on view and we have the result here. There are 231 of them. The value here under this account name in this case. We then click on the top drop down box. We have an option there just to make the invoice, and print, make invoice and email, or make invoice, print and email. So that should cover most scenarios there for you guys. So if you make invoice and email, that will then show up in the sent section within the account detail area. That's that one. I'll move on to the next section. Automated emails and separate profiles has been an issue, and we've been waiting to have some sort of an option there to split them up. Obviously, the automated emails, these are emails that are sent out at pre-designated times, maybe before payment or as a payment reminder, or maybe as a sales follow-up email after a booking, and so on. So these aren't emails that are triggered by a specific job status, i.e. a pending quote or a booking. These are more in relation to sales and or payment. We can find these under Tools, Config, Emails, and then looking down towards the bottom we have Automated Emails. There we are, and if we click on the sales follow-up one, for example, here, that opens up the edit page here where we can actually give it a name so that it's identifiable to us, edit the contents of the actual email itself, and then we have the option within the email details themselves. So this is going to affect when the email is sent. So in this case, after the inquiry date. So as soon as that we tick inquiry date here, this will send an email 1 day after the inquiry date, maybe to give a reminder if it's still a pending quote. So 1 day after the initial inquiry, that's the date that the quote form was submitted, we can send out a, hey, what's happening with your quote? Do you still want to go through with this? And then down the bottom here, by highlighting the profile or depot, we can then select this just for this profile name here, Keen Travel, or just for Demo Company 2, or by clicking on the control button and then selecting the other profile name well and saving that, we will use the same automated email for both scenarios. Another area where we have introduced a new feature is being able to record actual mileage travelled and also estimated mileage or kilometers for the actual entire quote. So in this case here we have this job here from London City going to Bournemouth. This is a base-to-base journey, so we're calculating from the depot to the pickup to the destination back to the depot. And it's estimating here at, let me just have a quick look here, at 562 miles for the round trip, which is base to base. And you can actually see it says that here. The one way just pick up to destination mileage is 146. Let me just zoom in a bit there so you can see that. There we go. So mileage 562, that's for the base to base as it states here, and then 146 just for the journey itself. Now that being said, that's the estimated mileage according to Google and eCoach. We can also add in here under actual mileage, if the driver is completing his summary sheet or his job sheet correctly, he will put his start and finish odometer readings in there. You could then do a calculation, work out what the mileage the actual driver has estimated and enter that here in the job detail. That will save in a table that we can then use to produce a report, so we can cross-reference the actual mileage the driver has recorded and the eCoach estimated mileage. To do that, we need to go over to Tools, Report, scroll down, and it's the last one at the bottom here, Vehicle and Journey Type Reports. So if we click on that, then select your date range. In this case, I know the job I'm looking for and I've set up is on the 27th. Again, we got the profile options. Depending on your user login, that will then dictate which ones are available. Click on Get Report. That will download the file for you. See down here, let me just drag across the other screen for you. Have a look. Here's one I opened up earlier. You can see the report here, and that's this particular job that I'm looking at. You can see there's the actual mileage I've entered in from the driver's worksheet, and here's the estimated mileage from Google and eCoach. Now we can also offer a report based on the vehicle here. So here the JR3000 party bus, showing the revenue and estimated mileage for that vehicle, and also journey type revenue. So in this case, airport transfers, how much was received there, and also family events and so on. We could break down these via customer name and also quote IDs, and of course you could also carry out your own calculations once you've imported it into your spreadsheet software, whether using Google Docs or Excel. That's all for now. I will be posting some more updates as soon as we've deployed them. Thank you.